What if everything you know is a lie? We've all wondered at some point, are we living in a matrix? Philosophers, scientists, and mystics across history have questioned the very nature of reality. In Plato's Allegory of the Cave, prisoners are bound, seeing only shadows on the wall, illusions they mistake for reality. But could our entire world, our experiences, even our consciousness, be a grand illusion? A simulation, perhaps? What if our minds, our perceptions, are trapped in a psychological or spiritual matrix, one we can't easily escape? From modern simulation theory to ancient spiritual teachings of Maya, the question remains, how do we escape? Escaping the matrix is a journey of self-discovery, a journey of peeling back the layers of illusion, philosophically, psychologically, scientifically, and spiritually. We must awaken to deeper truths. We must confront our own limitations. Only then can we transcend the matrix and see the true nature of reality. Reality is not what it seems. Are you ready to wake up? The choice is yours. What will you decide? Escape the matrix. Are we living in a matrix? And how to escape it? Introduction: the nature of reality. Throughout history, philosophers, scientists, and spiritual leaders have asked, what is the nature of reality? The notion of reality as a matrix, a vast illusion or construct, was famously popularized in modern times by the 1999 movie The Matrix. But this question has been alive for millennia, stretching back to ancient philosophical traditions that challenge the certainty of our perceptions. Plato's Allegory of the Cave, Descartes' evil demon hypothesis, Hinduism's Maya, and even simulation theories in quantum mechanics echo the possibility that the reality we experience is not the true reality. To explore the idea of the matrix, we must consider multiple perspectives: philosophical, psychological, scientific, and spiritual. From these angles, the matrix may symbolize not only a literal simulation, but also the constraints of human cognition, social systems, and the limitations of perception. Philosophical perspectives: the matrix as illusion. Philosophically, the matrix is a manifestation of skepticism about reality. In Plato's Allegory of the Cave, prisoners are chained in a cave, only able to see shadows on the wall, mistaking these illusions for reality. For Plato, the shadows represent the distorted perceptions we experience within the confines of our limited understanding, while the true reality exists outside, in the light of the sun, the world of forms, truth, and higher understanding. René Descartes took this further with his brain in a vat hypothesis, where he questioned whether all our perceptions could be the work of an evil demon, deceiving us into believing we are experiencing reality when, in fact, we are trapped in an illusion. Here, the matrix represents epistemological doubt. How can we know what is real? The modern version of this idea arises in the simulation theory, as proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom. It suggests that advanced civilizations could simulate entire universes, and we may be living in one such simulation. If everything we perceive is generated by a program, what then is real? Psychological perspectives: the matrix as cognitive limits. From a psychological standpoint, the matrix could be understood as a metaphor for the limitations of human cognition. Cognitive biases, social conditioning, and the unconscious mind serve as filters through which we view reality. The matrix, in this context, is not a physical simulation but a mental one. Humans construct internal models of the world based on sensory input, but these models are not the world itself. Consider how our perceptions are shaped by cultural narratives, media, and societal expectations. Cognitive dissonance, confirmation bias, and the influence of authority figures create an artificial reality in our minds. Escaping this psychological matrix requires breaking free from these biases and expanding our awareness through critical thinking and mindfulness. Psychoanalyst Carl Jung proposed that much of human experience is dictated by the collective unconscious, a reservoir of shared archetypes and experiences. To escape the matrix of our own minds, Jung advocated for individuation, a process of confronting the unconscious and integrating the fragmented parts of the self to achieve wholeness. Scientific perspectives, the matrix as a simulation. On the scientific front, quantum mechanics and computer science present startling possibilities that challenge our conception of reality. The discovery that particles exist in states of probability until observed, the so-called observer effect, suggests that reality is not as solid as it seems. In many ways, it appears that we shape reality by observing it, much like code in a simulation is rendered when the player arrives at a new location. Moreover, advancements in artificial intelligence and virtual reality make the concept of creating a simulated universe increasingly plausible. If a simulation indistinguishable from reality is possible, could we already be living in one? Elon Musk and other futurists argue that it is statistically more likely that we are living in a simulation than not, given the potential for future civilizations to develop such technology. Escaping this scientific matrix might mean transcending the limits of our current technology and understanding. It could require finding ways to detect irregularities in the simulation or pushing the boundaries of consciousness to a point where we can manipulate or transcend the digital framework that supposedly entraps us. Spiritual perspectives, the matrix as Maya. From a spiritual standpoint, many traditions describe the world as a matrix of illusion. In Hinduism, the concept of Maya refers to the veil of illusion that masks the true nature of reality. According to this view, the material world is a temporary and deceptive layer over the eternal spiritual essence of existence. In Buddhism, the central tenet is that human suffering is caused by attachment to this illusory world. The practice of meditation, mindfulness, and the cultivation of wisdom aim to awaken individuals to the truth beyond the matrix of desire and illusion. Similarly, Gnostic traditions speak of the material world as a trap created by a lesser deity, with true salvation lying in transcending this physical prison to connect with the higher spiritual realms. Escaping this spiritual matrix involves not only detachment from material possessions and ego, but also a deep realization of the interconnectedness of all things. It calls for awakening to a higher level of consciousness, where one perceives reality not as separate objects, but as a unified field of energy or spirit. How to escape the matrix? A multidisciplinary approach. Escaping the matrix, whether it is interpreted as a philosophical construct, a psychological trap, a scientific simulation, or a spiritual illusion, requires a multifaceted approach. 1. Philosophically, we must develop critical thinking skills and cultivate skepticism, questioning the assumptions and beliefs that underpin our reality. By embracing the Socratic method of inquiry, we peel back the layers of illusion to reveal the deeper truths hidden beneath. 2. Psychologically, we must confront the unconscious biases and societal conditioning that shape our perceptions. This process requires self-reflection, therapy, and mindful practices that allow us to become more aware of the stories we tell ourselves. 3. Scientifically, we may need to push the frontiers of technology and theoretical physics to detect anomalies in our universe. By understanding the fundamental rules governing reality, we might discover the keys to transcending its limits. 4. Spiritually, the path to escape is one of awakening and enlightenment. Through meditation, detachment from ego, and the cultivation of love and compassion, we come to see through the veil of illusion and recognize our interconnectedness with the divine source of all things. Expand your knowledge and wisdom through short film documentaries like this one you just watched. Subscribe to The Philosopher's Canvas on YouTube and support us with a like and a comment. Until next time.